I'm glad I live in a country that is freedom of expression to an extent, although a lot of that has been changing over here. I think we need to hold on to our rights. And that does not mean fighting terrorism. I think we have to fight mostly the laws that are being made and passed right underneath our noses. We need to express ourselves, inform ourselves, learn, love each other, be good, be kind, consider other people besides ourselves with actions that we take, to consider the chain of things, the way we are connected to our environment and to one another. It sounds really hokey thinking about environmentalism, but as you can see how we affect our environment affects us. And if you think about it, do you really think all those chemicals and bombs and various other elements that are occurring right now is going to have a positive effect on our air overall, or on our ecosystem, the earth will long outlive us, okay? We could bomb the crap out of each other and then perhaps it'll recover, but we have to think about right now and the next few generations. Do we have to ruin it any more than we've already been doing? We should start considering these things. It kind of makes you want to be thinking all Star Trek-y. I know this is way out there, but the whole thing that still sticks in my mind is when Captain Jean-Luc Picard, played by Patrick Stewart in the Star Trek The Next Generation. I don't know, it's in a film or a show. I'm not like a hardcore fan, but he'd said something about how money didn't matter anymore. Currency wasn't. They'd evolved past money, and it'd be nice if we had to some degree, if that wasn't our focus, if we were considering everyone. Yeah, I'm a hippie. I'm a total hippie. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting some peace, love, and understanding, man? That being said, I see the yellow ribbons around the trees, and I moved, but I think, and I want soldiers home, but I also think that we should be involved in certain places. And I'm not saying not in where we are, but clearly that's been made worse. But I'm saying there are places where we could make a difference, where we could prevent. So there is reason to fight, but the why is important. Why are we fighting? Is it for bravery? Is it for our government? Is it for our freedom? I don't think those are good reasons for us to fight, because our freedom isn't affected here. I think fighting to save people, to prevent more deaths, to make the world better. But it's hard to decide. And often history keeps making a fool of our decisions, because so often when we're inactive, we made terrible mistakes, and then we get a government that's like, well, golly gee whiz, we're just going to go right in there and do this thing, and it turns out that they made a mistake. But see, it's not like they're completely stupid. They've got a lot of information, so we should set the standards, or we should set, there's this thing called the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and when it was created, it was thought of as great, and I even printed it in one of my zines once. I thought it was just the most freaking fantastic thing ever. but nobody follows it. We don't follow it, and it's not effective in a world. It's not effective because it's not put into practice. It's thought of as, ooh, how nice. But if only we had, we can't even put the Genocide Act into effectiveness because of national interests. And that's sad when we think, human lives or contracts for certain things that bring us lots of money. Human lives, no. That seems so stupid. I'd like to think that people I know and love matter. Just as I think that people I haven't met matter. And if you can't even see that from a community like YouTube, where you're seeing people from all over the world talk and see that they are real and human and they matter, if we can't see that, then what is the reason to fight for anything? And at the same time, why would we want to kill each other? There's so much misunderstanding. We're told something. Often people don't realize during times of war, we're given a lot of propaganda. Not just what you could call what I'm talking propaganda, but it's a specific thing used. And so specific words are used to make us believe something, like terrorist and suicide bomber and certain religions are viewed right now and whitewashed completely when it's not. They're not thinking of different sectors or radical groups that would grow, we're so misinformed is what I'm saying, that we just can't see. And so we think we're right, and history keeps proving us wrong. I wonder just what it would take for people to come together. You thought for a minute there with the whole an inconvenient truth thing, environmentally, whether you believe or not, like you would think with stuff like environmental concerns and melting ice caps and different things that are evident in our environment, that we would be thinking of ways to come together to make the world livable. But we're not focusing on different things. We're so distracted. We're not thinking about the future. War is a strategic business transaction with your body used as exchangeable currency. That's what I wrote. And the weapons you take with you are the ones you leave behind, and so long as you take them with you, there will be someone to take them from you. That's another thought that applies in real life. Someone said to me recently how he doesn't carry a gun anymore because if you don't carry a gun, you don't need a gun. If you don't carry it, you don't need it. Sort of that whole live by the sword, die by the sword thing. Yeah, I can't make my shirt go right. Looking all sloppy, but it's really hot. Be glad I'm wearing clothes. I don't have air conditioning. That's okay. It's hotter in other places. All of this must be cut. So I'm going to see if I can get an under 10-minute video out of all this.